Look at that. So this is yet another version of the same thing. We're taking a paragraph with a bunch of words, describing them, and trying to fit it into a sinusoidal function. So let's start with some of the things that we should easily be able to identify, like amplitude and period. How can you tell what the amplitude is going to be?
Smallest number from the biggest.
Right, top minus bottom, and we divide by 2. So what's the amplitude going to be in this situation? 2. Because the top is 14, the bottom is 10, so that means there's a gap of 2. What about the period? How long does it take for this to repeat? This is not spelled out for you, but your knowledge of. Nope.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You said it's top minus the bottom, divide by 2?
Correct. So a formula you can use for amplitude is max minus 10 divided by 2.
14 minus 12 is 2. So why is the amplitude? So 14 minus 12?
Oh, 12 is not the bottom. December represents the bottom.
I don't understand. Oh, 10 in December. Okay. 10, okay, I get it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the way it's written in words is a little confusing. 14 June, December 10, March 12, September 12. That's all the data points that we get. What's the period on this? How long does it take for things to repeat in terms of months?
Is this fair to say a year, 12?
Okay. So this one we got to do a little bit of math on, because we can take that period and turn it into a b value. So let's do that. And then we just need to figure out the phase shift, and if there's a midline, I guess I would go to midline next and always take my phase shift for the end, because that's kind of the harder thing to figure out. Okay, I'm going to stop the share here. I've got our function started. I'm going to write down, June was 14, December was 10, and then March and September were 12. We're counting January as month 0, so we really need this to be, this is month 6, 12, this is 3, this is 9, right? No, I'm off by 1. So January is 0, then June is 5, December is 11, March is 2, September is 8. Okay, what did you find out about the period? Sorry. What did you find out about B? We know the period is 12. So then what is B? Pi 6. Okay. that can be filled in here, 2 cosine pi 6 m minus c plus d. All right, midline. James says 12. What do you think?
We base it off the hours, right?
Yeah. It's halfway between the top and the bottom. That's one way to look at it. It's also this other piece of information they gave us. This would need to be 12. 2 cosine pi 6 m minus c plus 12. Okay, so my temperature is a function of the month. Almost there. This is the month number. So now we're into that shift. Now they already told us they want us to use cosine. Let's just kind of plot this out, because maybe the picture will help us think about it. We don't know in month 1 what the temperature, month 0 what the temperature is, but in month 1, 2, in March, then we're at the midline, then we're going up to June, which is the top. This is month 5, sitting here at 14. Then we're dropping back down. That's our midline again. Then we're dropping down, then we're coming back up. So in other words, this point is critical. It's going to help me think about how much I needed to shift my cosine. So if month 5 was my maximum, in the cosine, normally I start off with my maximum here. So this needed to be shifted to the right. One way to think about it is shifted to the right how many spots? Up. So let's try just sticking 5 in here. Let's take a look and see if it works. Now, I can see if it works either numerically or graphically. Let's start with numerically. When I put in the number 11, T of 11 should give me December's temperature, which is 10. Sorry, M is going to be 11. So let's work through it. 11 minus 5. All right, so then pi 6 times 6 is just pi, cosine of pi. Okay, here, there. What's cosine of pi?
Is 1. I'm sorry, it's 0. It's 0.
What's that unit circle out? Pi. What's the point here? Negative 1, 0. Cosine is
-1. Oh, okay.
negative 1. So negative 1 times 2. Negative 2, and we add 12. Woo! That's what we want. 10. It's a good sign. Okay, it was a big, we bit off a big chunk today. Lots to think about. I got a couple assignments up for you. 2 of them are based out of the book. One of them is going to be a create your own sinusoidal function and then talk about the analysis, amplitude, period, midline. Let me know if you're struggling with that. Let me know if you need help. I'm going to stop the recording here